Welcome to the Leverton on Everything podcast. My name is Leverton. In this podcast, I review everything about books, podcasts, plants, glasses, notepad computers. Notepad computers? Do you say that in English? I don't think so. Laptop computers, messes in bedrooms, things like that. And that's the first rule. And the second rule is that every podcast episode is under 10 minutes, starting from the time I start talking about the thing, which is now. Today I'm going to talk about the movie The Mask with Jim Carrey. And apparently there's another movie called The Mask with Cher. I assume they're completely different movies. I haven't seen the Cher one, but The Mask is one of those movies where, I don't know. I watched it again recently, but maybe I'll give you the context of how I saw it first. So, in my town where I grew up, there was no movie theater. The only way when I was like really small you could watch a movie was go to a drive-in or actually drive the hour into the bigger city where there was a cinema. And by the time I was a teenager, there was only the last option of driving into the bigger city to go to the cinema. So my friends and I, not very cool of us, but my friends and I, our big thing when we got our licenses was to go to the city. Like, that was the big motivation to get our licenses, was to go to the city and see movies by ourselves and not have to be dropped off by our parents, because obviously your parents don't want to drive you like an hour so you can go watch a movie and then like wait somewhere and drive you back. So kind of complicated, but only I didn't end up getting my license, but my friends did. And so we would go. There was one year I think that we went to the cinema like every weekend or every other weekend at least. We went a lot, and one of the movies that we saw was this movie, The Mask. So I saw it with two other teenage boys, and we loved it. It was funny. The lead actress, Cameron Diaz, was hot. The effects were crazy with him being all of like these camera guys. Cartoon character guys. Um, does it hold up though? In a way, yeah, it does. The effects look okay for their time, but they are a little bit dated, and the idea of like the Mask giving him cartoon powers because he is interested in cartoons, and some gangster becomes like evil version of Mask because he's got evil in his heart, is maybe a bit too on the nose. I would say it's a very literal movie. Um, there is a funny part where the dog pees on somebody's head because he has the mask on. So that's great. And there was a time in the early 90s where Jim Carrey was like the biggest movie star on earth, and he could do no wrong in movies. And like this is like peak Jim Carrey. So yeah, I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to be objective about it because I still have like this nostalgia of like being in my friend's car, music on the radio, you're driving at night and you're just talking about life. It's great. Um, so, would I recommend it? Yeah, sure. If you like Jim Carrey and other movies, you'd probably enjoy him in this one. Another thing that I would recommend is my son's podcast, the Everything and More Etc. podcast. Um, Basically, the premise is like I choose something to watch, he chooses something to watch, and we discuss it, and sometimes we argue about it. So it is his podcast, so he would be really stoked if you would go listen to it. I would appreciate it. And yeah, that's all for today. It's called, I don't know if I said it, it's called the Everything and More Etc. podcast. You can find it on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple, and other podcasting services. Bye.